Are you passionate about history and the mysteries of the past? In this video, we will take you on a journey through some of the most fascinating archaeological sites in the world. Number 1. Sun Dung Cave in Vietnam. Sun Dung Cave in Vietnam is considered one of the most impressive places in Southeast Asia. Discovered in 1991 by a local farmer during a storm, the cave remained hidden due to its remote and difficult-to-access location. In 2009, British cavers rediscovered the entrance, revealing an astonishing underground world. Sun Dung is the largest cave in the world, 150 m deep and 9,000 m long. Scientists have explored 6,000 m and discovered a unique diversity of flora and fauna, including bears, parrots, bats, butterflies, and more than 70 species of amphibians and reptiles. The cave is a beautiful world that was hidden for a long time. Number 2. Gokcek Te is an archaeological site in southeastern Turkey that has revolutionized our understanding of prehistory. Discovered in the 1960s but excavated extensively beginning in the 1990s, Gokcek Te is considered the oldest temple in the world, dating back around 11,000 years, placing it in the Neolithic period, long before the invention of writing or the wheel. The site consists of a series of enormous circular and oval structures, some of which are decorated with intricate carvings of animals and abstract figures. These structures are made up of monolithic T-shaped pillars, some of which reach up to 6 meters in height and weigh several tons. Archaeologists believe these stones were carved and erected by hunter-gatherer communities, challenging the previous theory that only sedentary agricultural societies could build such complex monuments. Gokcek Te is not only notable for its age, but also for its artistic and technical sophistication. The animal carvings, including lions, bulls, foxes, snakes, and birds, are surprisingly detailed and show a high level of skill and knowledge. This site also suggests that the construction of religious monuments may have been a crucial factor in social cohesion and the transition from nomadic communities to agricultural societies. The discovery of Gokcek Te has raised new questions about the nature of religion and society in prehistory. For example, it is debated whether this site was a place of worship for various communities or whether it had some other purpose, such as being a center of exchange or a meeting place. Furthermore, the fact that the oldest structures are the most sophisticated has led researchers to reconsider how construction and artistic skills evolved in the past. Gokcek Te remains an active excavation site and a subject of intense archaeological study. Each year, new finds continue to reveal information about this mysterious place, providing clues to early human beliefs and practices. In short, Gokcek Te has not only changed our view of the past, but has also opened new avenues for understanding the origins of human civilization. Number 3. Hatshepsut, the majestic capital of the ancient Hittite Empire, is located in the heart of Anatolia, in modern-day Turkey. Founded in the 2nd millennium BC, Hatshepsut emerged as a political, religious, and cultural center of great relevance. Its imposing walls and monumental gates, such as the iconic Lion Gate, protected majestic temples and palaces that reflected Hittite grandeur. The city was a hive of activity, where complex diplomatic and military plots took place. The Hittites, known for their advanced cuneiform writing system, left behind a vast collection of tablets that reveal their wisdom and power. Life in Hatshepsut was marked by devotion to their gods, with rituals and ceremonies that took place in imposing temples. The city also witnessed alliances and betrayals that defined its history, facing powers such as Egypt and Assyria. Despite its greatness, around the 12th century BC, Hatshepsut fell into oblivion. Invasions, natural disasters, and internal conflicts contributed to its decline, leaving the city abandoned. Today, the ruins of Hatshepsut are a fascinating testament to the Hittite civilization. Archaeological excavations have unearthed artifacts and documents that give us a glimpse of life in this enigmatic city. From the remains of its walls to the details of its inscriptions, Hatshepsut invites us to explore one of the most intriguing civilizations of antiquity, revealing secrets that have endured throughout the millennia. Number 4. Cappadocia, Türkiye. Cappadocia, in the heart of central Anatolia, is famous for its lunar landscapes and unique rock formations. Valleys covered in eroded rock cones, known as fairy chimneys, create a surreal setting that seems straight out of a fantasy tale. In addition to its natural beauty, Cappadocia is known for its ancient underground cities and rock-carved cave churches. A video that captures the magic and mystery of Cappadocia can inspire awe and admiration for human creativity and the beauty of nature. Number 5. The Lost City of Tannis. Tannis, located in the Nile Delta, was one of the most important cities in ancient Egypt during the Third Intermediate Period. However, it fell into oblivion until it was rediscovered in 1939 by the French archaeologist Pierre Montet. The city was filled with archaeological treasures, including temples, palaces, and royal tombs. Among the most notable finds are the royal necropolis, where sarcophagi and funerary objects were discovered, as well as the famous victory stele of Ramses II. The Tannis excavation provided a unique insight into Egyptian history and its connection to other ancient cultures, such as the Phoenician and Greek. Number 6. Halsaflini hypogeum. There are a wide variety of structures that archaeologists look for in their research, depending on the civilization in question. Among these structures is the necropolis, a place used to bury the deceased as a way to honor them and keep them close to their loved ones or other members of their species. However, what makes this necropolis especially notable is the fact that it is the only known Neolithic necropolis in all of Europe. This uniqueness makes it a place of great historical and archaeological importance, providing valuable knowledge about the life and funerary practices of that time. This is especially relevant because it was discovered under the island of Malta, located in the Mediterranean Sea a short distance from the island's capital. It is a vast network of underground tunnels that houses numerous compartments. Number 7. Sutton. Surely all of you have heard of certain cultures that practice a ritual known as burial at sea, in which the body of the deceased is deposited in the depths of the ocean or placed in a boat that is then allowed to depart towards the immensity of the sea, trusting in which the gods guide him. However, I want to tell you about a very interesting discovery that took place in 1939, when Basil Brown, an archaeologist, was conducting routine excavations and came across a complete burial ship, packed with valuable treasures inside. Imagine what a lucky find! This ship is known as Sutton, and from the moment it was discovered, it has sparked the curiosity and interest of people wondering what its meaning is and what is really being witnessed here. It was evident that someone important had been lost inside that ship, and yet it was unclear who. Unfortunately, the body had already disappeared when the ship was rediscovered. However, as more evidence was examined and findings investigated, fascinating theories emerged about the identity of the person he might have been. It is speculated that it could have been the burial chamber of a king, a powerful ruler respected by his people, or even an equally elevated member of society who left a lasting impact on history. Number 8. The Valley of the Nobles. On the western bank of the Nile, near Luxor, lies the Valley of the Nobles, an extensive cemetery that houses the tombs of high officials and members of the elite of ancient Egypt. These tombs, richly decorated with reliefs and paintings, offer a detailed insight into the life and beliefs of the Egyptian nobility. Among the most notable discoveries are the tombs of Mena and Nakht, famous for their colorful scenes of daily life, as well as the tombs of nobles who served the pharaohs during the New Kingdom. Continued exploration of this valley continues to reveal new insights into Egyptian society and culture. Number 9. The AlHijra site in Saudi Arabia. AlHijra is an entire city located in the middle of the desert, also known as Hijra. AlHijra was first discovered in the 19th century. This archaeological site is located in the Jilaz Mountains, near the city of Medina, in Saudi Arabia. In reality, it is the most preserved site of the Nabatean civilization, which no longer exists. The city was located on the incense route that crossed the Arabian Peninsula thousands of years ago, which is why many people from different countries made a stop in AlHijra. This explains the variety of the city's architecture, fusing Assyrian and Egyptian influences. Texts have been found carved in stone with different ancient languages such as Greek and Latin. The Nabateans were great builders, carving numerous tombs with sculpted facades, mainly from the 1st century BC. These findings help us better understand the Nabatean civilization, with its 111 monumental tombs, 94 of them with decorated facades, and its wells. The site shows the excellent architecture and mastery of hydraulic techniques of the Nabateans. The city and nearby oases were supplied with water through about 130 wells dug into the rock, which had a diameter of up to 7 meters and a depth of up to 20 meters. These provided an abundant source of drinking water. Number 10. 4,000-year-old ancient city in the Iraqi desert. An entire city has been discovered in southern Iraq, which was completely hidden and buried by time and sand for 4,000 years. Can you imagine it? The discovery was made very recently, in June 2021. This ancient urban settlement is located in the Tel al-Hayat area, in Diar, a region of Iraq known for its great archaeological discoveries. That's right. Diar has 10,000 archaeological sites. This 4,000-year-old city is full of mysteries. It could potentially be the capital of the state that followed the end of the Babylonian era, meaning it could have been a crucial turning point between two different historical periods. Scientists, historians, and archaeologists from Europe and the United States collaborate to gather clues. Continuous excavations are carried out in search of new discoveries that reveal the history and culture of this ancient city. They have found unique artifacts that are thoroughly analyzed to better understand the lives of its ancient inhabitants. They have already found the first vestiges of agricultural tools, all of them made mainly of silt, composed of clay, sand, or rocks. It may seem quite rudimentary, but 4,000 years ago this was real progress. Other interesting artifacts were discovered such as arrowheads, stones, and camel sculptures made of clay, all of which give us an idea of their lifestyle. Number 11. Hatshepsut's Temple. The Temple of Hatshepsut, located in Deir el-Bahari, is one of the most impressive monuments of ancient Egypt. Built in honor of Hatshepsut, the only woman to rule as pharaoh in Egypt, this temple is carved into the rock of a cliff, creating a stunning sight. Its stepped terraces, colonnades, and reliefs are adorned with scenes from the queen's life and her achievements during her reign. Despite attempts to erase her memory after her death, Hatshepsut's temple remains a lasting testament to her reign and the greatness of Egyptian architecture. Number 12. Forgotten Kingdoms in Saudi Arabia. 2 kingdoms are buried in Saudi Arabia. In northwest Arabia, the Alula Valley is home to a fantastic oasis where citrus and palm trees rise between cliffs. Alula was home to many different civilizations since the Iron Age and possibly long before. Archaeologists have found tools made from stones from the area that even suggest that the place was occupied 200,000 years ago. Agriculture prospered in this part of the desert and gave rise to a large city called Dayton. In Alula, 2,600 years ago, Dayton became an important city in the region, ruled by several kings. They developed their own writing system and had their own language, Dadanite, which was spoken in Alula for 5 centuries. 2,500 years ago, control of Dayton passed to the kings of the Lyhian tribe, who ruled the area for several centuries. Agriculture remained important and benefited from new inventions in water management. The people had their own gods and places of worship in the mountains near the city. Currently, excavations and studies on the cultures of the Dadani and Lihani peoples are being carried out throughout the Alula Valley. Discoveries continue to be made that reveal their artistic talent and creativity. Each new discovery shows that the desert, once considered empty, has always been full of life. Number 13. Arame, known as the Lost City of Siberia, is an enigmatic and fascinating archaeological site located in southwestern Russia, near the border with Kazakhstan, in the southern Urals region. Discovered in 1987 by a team of Russian archaeologists, Arame has intrigued researchers and history enthusiasts due to its complexity and the unknowns surrounding its origin and purpose. Arame's discovery was accidental. Archaeologists were exploring the area in search of a suitable site for a reservoir when they came across the remains of this ancient fortified city. As excavations were carried out, it became clear that Arame was a Bronze Age settlement, approximately 1st century BC, belonging to the Sintashta Petrovka culture, one of the first Indo-European cultures. Arame stands out for its advanced urban design. The city has a circular structure with two concentric walls that protected the settlement. The walls, built of earth and wood, were designed to resist attacks and provide security for the inhabitants. Within the walls, the city was organized into radial sectors that housed homes, workshops, and common spaces. This radial design suggests meticulous planning and advanced engineering and architectural knowledge. One of the most fascinating aspects of Arame is its astronomical alignment. Studies have shown that the city was oriented in relation to celestial events, suggesting that its builders had a deep knowledge of astronomy. Some researchers compare Arame to Stonehenge due to its possible use as an astronomical observatory. The arrangement of the structures allows astronomical phenomena such as the solstices and equinoxes to be observed, which could have had a ritual or calendrical meaning for its inhabitants. Despite numerous excavations and studies, Arame remains shrouded in mystery. It is not known with certainty why the city was abandoned or what its main purpose was. Some theories suggest that it could have been a religious center, an astronomical observatory, or a military fortress. The absence of cemeteries and human remains also raises questions about the daily life and funeral customs of its inhabitants. Today, Arame is a site of great interest to both archaeologists and tourists. It has become a symbol of ancient Russian history and a window to the Indo-European past. The site attracts thousands of visitors each year, who come to admire the ruins and reflect on the enigmas of this ancient city. Arame has also inspired a cultural and spiritual renaissance in the region, with many people seeing it as a sacred place of power. Arame, the lost city of Siberia, remains an enigma that challenges our understanding of ancient history. Its advanced urban planning, its astronomical alignments, and the mysteries that surround it continue to fascinate those who study and visit it. Arame is not only a testament to the engineering and knowledge of ancient Indo-European cultures, but also an invitation to continue exploring and unraveling the secrets of the past. Number 14. Caral. Caral, in Peru, is one of the oldest archaeological sites in America. It is located in the Supe Valley, about 200 kilometers north of Lima. This archaeological complex, discovered in 1948, is known for its antiquity, dating back to approximately 2600 BC, making it one of the oldest civilizations in the Americas and the world. Caral was the capital of the Caral Supe civilization, a pre-ceramic culture that preceded the better-known civilizations of Mesoamerica and South America. The site of Caral comprises a series of step pyramids, circular plazas, amphitheaters, and dwellings that show advanced urban planning and complex social organization. Among its most notable features are the Great Pyramid, which is the most imposing structure at the site, as well as its complex system of plazas and ceremonial spaces. The findings at Carroll have revealed a sophisticated society with an economy based on irrigated agriculture, as well as elaborate religious and cultural practices. This archaeological site is not only important for its age and structural complexity, but also for what it reveals about the origins and early development of civilizations in the Americas, challenging previous conceptions about the chronology and cultural capacity of the first inhabitants of the American continent.